So let's talk now about the mechanics of all of this, because I don't even know if I've checked all the boxes yet, but we've got a camera not working. We have two human assets who somehow don't notice when one of only two inmates breaks out a window of a van and gets out of a lot of restraints. The natural question would be inside job. I mean, that's probably what everybody watching right now thinks. So what are the possibilities it is an inside job?
Well, that's certainly a question that you have to ask. Was it, or was there some major negligence on part of the transport officers? Very questionable. The whole circumstances of not arriving at the federal courthouse to our office with this inmate not being there. There's just so many questions.
So how much of the investigation right now is, I mean, the acute aspect of this story is that he's out there and he's, a rapist, an alleged rapist on videotape, or his own camera apparently recording 50 times over. What is the priority here? Catch him and then deal with the massive lapses in moronic behavior of the jailers? Or is it a bifurcated process? Both of them are top priority.
Well, they're basically both top priority, but really number one is catching Sean Williams and getting him back into custody so that he can face all of these numerous charges that he has pending. That's really number one. But, parallel to that, at the same time, there's this other investigation into the how aspect of this whole escape.
Yeah, I'll say. Okay, so the other thing is that he showed up at a home to use the phone. Are you at liberty to tell me a little more about that? Like, is this someone who had no idea and he was long gone before they realized who he was? Or what were the circumstances of that?
Basically, that's correct. This happened about an hour after the escape, after the arrival at the courthouse, and it was realized that Sean Williams was missing from the van. He walked to the front porch of a woman and had a lot of blood on him and asked to use the phone. She did not allow him to use the phone. Obviously, this seemed to be pretty alarming to her. She was not aware of the escape at the time, and it was a little while later before she actually called law enforcement and let us know that a man had been to the house, and she had heard by then that there had been an escape, and it might have been Sean Williams.
Is she okay? Was there any incident there with her? I mean, think about the person who was on her porch covered in blood. Was she unscathed?
She was unscathed.
Thank
Nothing
God.
happened. Fortunately, he didn't do anything to her. He moved on, but he was a pretty bloodied up guy, according to her. So obviously, he had some likely injuries from his leap through the window of the van.
I'll bet. I can't thank you enough. I'm about to give out the information about this, but before I do that, Marshal, I'd just like to ask about the reward. It's only $7,500, which, there have been all sorts of cases that have been a lot more than that. Is that going to go up soon?
I would expect that there's a very real possibility that the reward will go up in the near future.
U.S. Marshal David Jolley, thank you so much. Find him, please. Help me out here. Do your best. Tell your men and women, and let's be in touch. Keep us posted, okay? Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.